It's about finding shared goals as well as really doing what's right for the patient. I'm Judy Sewards. I lead digital innovation at Pfizer. That's where I work with our research teams, our clinical teams, as well as our commercial teams to identify how big data, digital health may change the pharmaceutical industry, and then identify ways that we can invest in new capabilities or incubate some of those game-changing applications for Pfizer. I think we hear a lot about the opportunity and the potential. So can we apply algorithms to the health system and so it completely automates that? Or can we leverage technology to empower patients so they're tracking, everything that they do? But for me, I think what will ultimately have the most impact in the end are when technology plus what I'm going to call the science come together in a way that's most easily applied to people that fit into their lives. So there's not one particular widget or technology that I think is most interesting, but I think those who can solve that and make it very human are the ones that will actually kind of flip over or make that transformation. I think it's very apparent in areas where you think about a chronic condition or where the technology is very clear. So a good example is in the arena of diabetes. When you think about being able to leverage your phone to see whether you're high or low and having that continuous monitor, that's an exponential game changer for people. So I think that's one therapeutic area where that's making a difference. So I think where the condition is, very chronic or plays a very significant role in that person's life, as well as where the technology is really changing that situation, is where it will come together and see a lot of impact. That being said, also I think there are also just what I'm going to call great advances in science and pure science. We're a medicines company, so you think about combining genetic data with what I'm going to call real world data, real world being even hospital data or even data about a patient's care. How does that come together for us to understand biology and chemistry better so that we can find new cures? So, I think that's also a very interesting space. I think what's interesting about the healthcare industry is there's so many different players surrounding that, whether it be government, whether it be patients, health systems, insurance companies who hold this data and then actually make that ecosystem work. And so when you think about things like data privacy or regulatory requirements, that's something that I think the ecosystem needs to work on together in order to make impact and really pull that through. I don't think one body can do it alone, and I think it's about finding shared goals as well as really doing what's right for the patient.